Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Taylor and I post all sorts of fitness and lifestyle videos, and they go up on a approximately weekly basis, so you can, hit the subscribe button down below if you want to see that in your subscription box on a regular basis. So today's video is going to be a sort of review of ClassPass. I have been using ClassPass for about 3.5 months now, so I feel like this is like a good time to do a reflection and talk about, I guess, kind of my experience with it and what I like and what I don't like and all that good stuff. So if you didn't know, ClassPass is basically an app, the app is yes, but it is a system where you pay for a certain amount of credits per month, and those credits can be used to go to classes all across your city at different fitness studios. So it kind of gives you a chance to bounce around and see what you like at different places and to mix it up a little bit. I personally have this $50 plan, and the $50 plan gets me 27 credits a month to use at any of these available fitness studios that participate anywhere within the DC area. There are options for lower or more. You can also restock credits if you go over within a month, and you just kind of go from there, and you can use their app to sign up for classes and search and see what's around you. That's that. So a couple of things that I have just noticed in general. One is that this app is probably going to be really good for you if you are someone who has the ability to travel around the city more, especially to outer edges of the city. So for me, I actually live very edge of DC, and I found that to be actually a massive advantage with ClassPass, because fitness studios out here, as far as the credits required for a class, it's so much lower here than it is right in the center of the city. So a class here typically is I can do a yoga class here for 2 credits or a spin class for 4, whereas in the city you're probably looking at around a minimum of 6 credits for any sort of class in there. So if you are able to maneuver around, or if you live on the edge of the city, or you have an easy means of transportation, it's really nice to kind of move farther to the edges, because it just generally seems to be a lot cheaper there. I don't know if that's just a DC thing or if that is every city that ClassPass exists in thing, but it's definitely something that I've noticed and try to take advantage of as much as I can, because I like the cheaper classes. And that being said, also all of the studios that are on ClassPass that are near me are phenomenal. I also find their review system really helpful. They're all really high, pretty much every studio on there is gonna have a 4.5 and above, but being able to go in and see what people have written is really helpful, as far as finding things that you know from the get-go are going to be a good or a not so great fit, based on what you like and what kind of instructor style that you work well with, all of that good stuff. It's really helpful to see other people's thoughts and not just jump in blindly, although I mean you can do that too. But another thing is, so if you're looking to do this for to try out a bunch of big name studios, you can, but I've noticed that it tends to be the more local single studios that are better priced on ClassPass, whereas a lot of the chains are stupidly expensive. Barry's Bootcamp is 18 credits, and that's 2/3 of my credits for the month, and I'm not doing that on one class. That's a no. So things like that, or Core Power Yoga, things that are big nationwide brands tend to be way more expensive than the little small local studios. So if you're wanting to do more of the local ones, this is good. If you're wanting to do all of the big branch chains, maybe not going to work as well, or at least your credits won't get you quite as far. So that's just like a thing to be aware of. Also, because of the fact that it works on a credit system, I will say, like, for the most part, with the exception of like some of the like 2 credit classes that are like super cheap and I adore them because they're a 5-minute walk from me, some of the other classes are actually, if you like do the math and you're like doing, like if you're wanting to like go to fitness classes like multiple times a week, like 3 or 4 or 5 times a week, maybe not the best deal money-wise, just because, you know, when you do the math, it like, if you're going all the time, like you're gonna like use up those credits really quickly. And the credits are like a little bit inflated as compared to if you were to go somewhere with like, you know, a monthly unlimited, where, you know, the more you go, and if you're going 5 times a week, you're really going to get your money's worth out of it, just because everything divides, you know. Whereas like this is like you pay per class, so if you're going a lot, it's a little bit, obviously a little bit more expensive. So it's just like a thing to know. But what it is really, really, really good for, and it's for people, you know, I guess kind of like me, where fitness classes aren't really like your main workout, but they are more of like a supplementary thing. So for me, I really like, I just do like 1 yoga class a week, and I do 1 sort of cardio based class a week, because those are things that I like can't really do on my own. I mean, I can do like yoga on my own, but I like having someone tell me what to do. And I do better at cardio when I can compete, like not compete, but like in like a group situation where I can show off, maybe, I don't know. I just do better in group situations with that, and once again with like someone having set a routine for me rather than me trying to come up with something on my own. So for me, this strikes a really nice balance, because I've been on like unlimited memberships before to different fitness places, and I get really like, I feel really guilty about it when I'm not, you know, going multiple times a week, because I feel like I'm like wasting that money if I'm not going 3, 4, 5 times a week. Whereas this is a really, really wonderful option, because it allows me to still get in all of my gym time that I want, because I like going to the gym, you know, 3 or 4 times a week. And it allows me to still do that and not like, you know, feel bad that I'm spending so much money on a thing that I'm not using, because I'm only paying for the classes I use. And so for me, 27 credits usually gets me a full month's worth of like the like yoga classes here in, you know, near me that are like relatively inexpensive, and then like a slightly pricier class near my office that I can do some point during the week. So for me, it's a really, really wonderful system to like tack on top of a traditional gym membership. So like, I don't think you can use this to completely replace a gym membership. Like, I think you need to do this in addition to something else. It's not really like a great standalone unless you're like just willing to like fork out a ton of cash all the time. And then at that point, you might as well just like get a membership somewhere. Another thing to know with ClassPass is like, if you find a place that you're like, this is my favorite one, like I only ever want to go here, like I want to use all my ClassPass credits here, it doesn't really work like that. That's something I didn't know when I signed up, and it's not the end of the world. Like, it doesn't actually really like bother me that much. It's just like, oh, that's a fun fact. And it is that if you go more to a certain place, there's like a threshold you hit where the classes start costing more credits. So if you're like trying to go to the same place like 5, 6, 7 times in a month, you're gonna start paying more credits to go there. So if you're wanting to go to the same place, you know, like multiple times, at that point, just buy a membership to that one place rather than trying to balance your ClassPass credits with that. Like, just accept it. So I think in that way it could probably be really helpful as far as like using it to explore and try out different places before you like commit to a place. That could also be like shopping around. It would probably be really good for that. But I mean, for me personally, I'm just gonna keep going on the ClassPass because I have no intention of like settling down at any of them. I just like being able to go, you know, once or twice a month to all these different studios that I've realized that I like, you know, but I don't want to, you know, have a full long-term membership with. So it's really nice as far as just being able to do that. So whether you are shopping around or, you know, just want a little something extra, really great for that. Not so great if you are looking to, you know, do all of your fitness stuff as workout classes and you're wanting to go, you know, like you're not like a casual person who like only wants to go 2 times a week. If you're the type of person who like wants to be working out 5 days a week, yeah, once again, not great for that. And also, you know, the wider your branch of ability to travel, the more you'll be able to get out of it, just because things are cheaper farther out of the city, and also because, you know, yeah, there's only a limited number of fitness studios in a like small given area, and if you have like this tiny radius where you can travel, all of those are gonna get expensive eventually. So just things to note. The little cap thing does reset after a while. It's not like 7 times after you've been there like 7 times total it starts getting more expensive, but still, even then, like if you're like trying to go to the same place that's like next to you 5 times in a month, it's gotta start charging you more. So a thing to know. Anyways, those are all of my thoughts, I guess, on this. So, you know, video has come to an end. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button down below and leave a comment, you know, if you have ever tried ClassPass before and if you have similar thoughts or, you know, a different experience with it. I want to know, so you can leave that in the comment down below, and I will see you guys next week for next week's video. Bye.